Hi everyone. I wanted to give you a little travelogue about the due date checklist. It looks pretty overwhelming when you first look at it, but let me point out a couple things that I think will really be helpful to you. So there are 3 pages to this, and you'll see the content there. It's broken into modules so that there are different focus areas. Then there's to view. This is the content about what's there, the different segments for you to view or to read or to interact with as you will. This is the section of to do. This is what needs to be done, and this is by the due date. So let's look at some patterns. Under this to view, no one expects you, unless you would like, which is fine, to view every single video and read every single article. We hope that you'll take a look and say, oh, I'd like to look at this, I'd like to see more about this. There are some incredible videos. They aren't all made by us. There are links to other people, professionals, things that will be helpful to you, things that you may just want to store and look at later, and that's fine. Under to do, there's a pattern. You'll see it says reflect. There's a page in our course about prior knowledge. There's nothing you need to do with that. It's like what we would do if we were in the classroom together. What do we already know about this? Then post, these are discussions. Same pattern repeats. You're asked to respond to a discussion prompt. There's an option. There's 2 of them. And the idea is pick the one you want to respond to. And then that's due by Wednesday of each week. And then we ask you to respond to 2 of your colleagues by that Sunday. So by Wednesday, if everyone has their initial prompt submitted, uploaded, written, then people can go in and do their responses to their colleagues by Sunday. Create a wiki project. Wiki projects are called that. They're your project, but it means everyone can see it. People can read it and write comments. Because we want you to get feedback, and people seem to enjoy looking at each other's. With your partners, this might be one way in which you share your information, or you may do that via phone call or emails or whatever way works best for you. You'll notice Monday is please look at the prior knowledge, consider what you want to take a look at in the content areas, reflect on what you know by Monday. Discussion, your post is Wednesday. There's 2 on this first week because we want to learn about you. Respond to your colleagues by Sunday. Your wiki project is due Sunday. There's a standard component to this because you're advanced teachers. You already have a credential. And so rather than make this 2 to 3 different develop your portfolio classes, this is all in one. These are the CTE standards, so these are not the standards that you encountered in induction, and these are teacher standards. These are not standards about your content area in your CTE course, but about you as a teacher. There's a ton of support here for you, from videos to examples to lists. When you go on these pages, you're going to see a lot of support information. That's due Sunday as well, and then there's a reflection looking back at what you've done and the content area for the entire module. That's due Sunday as well. Can you complete it before then at a time that's more convenient to you? Absolutely. But this is like, it needs to be in by this time so that I can review, get feedback to you, maybe ask you a question. We might need to ask you to resubmit. This first one is you sort of getting used to it as well. Module 2, let's take a look. Looks exactly the same. This is about exploring student needs, what to view, what the content is, reflecting on your prior knowledge. There's nothing to turn in, remember. Your initial post by Wednesday, responding to your peers by Sunday, a wiki project by Sunday. Standard, there's now 2. There's 8 that need to be completed. They are not in numerical order. Why? Because they're based upon what the content of this module is. So we try to make sure that we don't just throw a standard in there and say, would you please respond to this, but it's a standard that relates to what we're looking at in terms of, here example, English learners or students with disabilities. Pattern holds the same. This continues through 6 modules, 6 weeks. So the first one, we expect you to have questions. There's things you need to do. We'll try to be as clear as we can. I hope this makes sense. So hopefully, rather than getting overwhelmed, you'll know that this is here for you. You can check it off. You can cross it out as you submit it. Whatever it is you'd like to do, but it's here so that you can say, yes, I know what I'm doing. I know where things are. I'm good to go. Note this, please. On the pages, you'll find examples. You'll find wiki projects that are examples. You'll find standards that are examples. And it's strongly suggested that you go to the actual pages that describe the assignments. There are 2 ways to get to assignments. You can do a shortcut, go into assignments, pull it up, and work on it. However, if you want any examples, you won't find it there. You'll find it on the actual page within the module about that wiki project. And this will make more sense to you as well. I'm really excited for our class. I'm excited to work with you. Thank you, and let's get started.